The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. God is in all men, but all men are not in God. What does it mean to see the divine in every moment, in every being, and in every breath? If you've ever wondered how a person can live immersed in God while walking among the ordinary, this book may shake your soul awake. Welcome to Truthfully Free, where we dive into spiritual classics and profound teachings to awaken truth within and live with purpose. Today, we explore the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, recorded by Mahendranath Gupta under the pseudonym M. This timeless text captures the living words and moments of Sri Ramakrishna, the 19th century Indian mystic who saw God not as theory, but as direct experience. It's not just a biography or a scripture. It's a living dialogue on the nature of God, the ego, devotion, and liberation. So let's enter the temple of words, where silence speaks and truth sings. The Gospel was written by Mahendranath Gupta, known simply as M. He was a schoolteacher and deeply introspective seeker who first met Sri Ramakrishna in 1882. That single encounter transformed his life. With a keen, observant mind and a humble heart, M became a devoted disciple. Over the next 4 years, he meticulously recorded Sri Ramakrishna's conversations, almost word for word, often in real time, using his diary as a tool of devotion and documentation. M's motivation wasn't fame or scholarship, it was reverence. He believed Sri Ramakrishna's words were living truth, capable of igniting spiritual awakening. By preserving these conversations, he created not just a biography, but a sacred scripture where the Guru's presence breathes through every page. The impact? Immense. This book has inspired countless spiritual seekers east and west. From Mahatma Gandhi to Aldous Huxley, and from monks to modern mystics, the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna is seen as a bridge between the mystical depth of Indian spirituality and the practical longing of the modern soul. It's not just a book, it's an encounter. So now that we know the devoted hand behind this sacred text and the deep reverence with which it was written, let's step into the very heart of the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. What are the timeless truths it offers? What can a 19th century mystic teach us in the 21st century? Let's dive into the core teachings that continue to awaken souls across the world. 1. God is real and can be experienced. At the center of Sri Ramakrishna's teaching is a radical idea. God is not a theory. God is a living presence. He insisted that spiritual realization is possible for everyone. Not just for monks or saints, but for ordinary people in daily life. To him, God could be seen, felt, and spoken to, just as one might speak to a friend. This wasn't metaphorical. Ramakrishna claimed to have had direct visions of God in various forms. Kali, Rama, Krishna, Jesus, and urged others to seek that same living connection. The goal of human life is to see God. 2. Many paths, one truth. Ramakrishna practiced multiple religions, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, and reached the same realization through all. His conclusion? All genuine spiritual paths lead to the same divine reality. As many faiths, so many paths. This idea of religious harmony wasn't just a philosophy, it was his personal experience. He didn't just believe in unity, he lived it. This core teaching continues to resonate in today's pluralistic, divided world. 3. The power of devotion, bhakti. While he respected knowledge and discipline, Ramakrishna emphasized devotion as the simplest, most accessible path to God. Love of God, pure, childlike, and unconditional, can lead the heart straight to the divine. He often compared the soul's longing for God to the desperate cry of a child for its mother. saying that if you call on God with that same intensity, God must respond. 4. Renunciation and Detachment. Although Ramakrishna lived in the world, he was never attached to it. He taught that true freedom lies in non-attachment to wealth, status, relationships, and even the ego. Yet, he didn't demand withdrawal from the world. Instead, he said, live in the world like a maidservant in a rich man's house. Do your duties, love your family, but remember, the world is not your true home. 5. The ego is the final barrier. For Ramakrishna, the ego, the sense of I, is the greatest obstacle to realizing God. He often said, when the I dies, all troubles cease. To dissolve the ego is to allow the divine to fully enter one's being. The moment we give up pride, control, and the illusion of separateness, we open the door to divine grace. 6. The living guru in holy company, satsang. Ramakrishna's own life was a testimony to the power of the guru-disciple relationship. He taught that being in the company of the holy, those who have seen truth, can lift the soul. A true guru doesn't give knowledge. They transmit realization. Through their presence, silence, and example, they awaken the divine already within us. The Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna is not a book you simply read, it's a spiritual mirror. Each teaching reflects a path inward, a call to awaken, and an invitation to remember who you truly are, not merely flesh and thought, but divine spirit. Reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna can feel like touching the hem of eternity, but how do we bring that sacredness into our daily lives? Here are 5 practical ways to apply his core teachings in our modern, busy world. 1. Set aside time for daily silence or prayer. The breeze of grace is always blowing. Set your sail. Sri Ramakrishna taught that just a few minutes of sincere longing for God or silence within can change the heart. You don't need to perform rituals or chant mantras if it doesn't resonate. Just sit quietly, close your eyes, and connect with the divine in your own way. Make this your daily sacred appointment with your soul. 2. Respect all paths and beliefs. Ramakrishna didn't just tolerate other religions, he honored and practiced them. In a world torn by religious conflict, his life reminds us to approach others' faiths with humility. Whether it's a friend, colleague, or stranger, see beyond the label and recognize the divine spark in them. Ask yourself, can I see God in this person? 3. Practice detachment while fulfilling duties. Instead of running away from your responsibilities, Ramakrishna advises a subtle shift. Be fully engaged, but don't cling. Care for your family, work hard, and enjoy life's moments, but hold everything lightly. This mindset transforms daily stress into spiritual practice. 4. Watch the ego gently. Each time you feel anger, pride, or superiority rise, pause. Remember Ramakrishna's simple image. Ego is like a stick in the fire. Once it burns, only light remains. Try this. For one day, notice how often the word I dominates your thoughts. Then quietly remind yourself, it is not I, but thou. 5. Seek good company. Satsang. Spiritual growth accelerates in the company of the sincere. Find time to connect with like-minded seekers, listen to talks, or read uplifting works like the Gospel. Even online videos, podcasts, or books can serve as modern satsang. The key is, stay connected to truthful, soul-centered energy. You don't need to be a monk to live like Sri Ramakrishna. You just need an open heart, a little sincerity, and the courage to look inward. Because the truth is, God is not far away. The divine lives in you, right here, right now. If Sri Ramakrishna's words touched something in you today, we'd love to know what teaching or moment stood out most to you. Drop a comment below with your favorite takeaway or a spiritual experience you've had. Let's learn from each other. And if you haven't yet read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, consider diving into it. It's not just a book, it's a companion on the path. If this brought value to your heart and mind, like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss future reflections from Truthfully Free. Thanks for watching. And remember, the divine isn't distant. It's right where you are.